Good morning, y'alls. Yeah, we're on the air. Okay. Had to make sure that the on-air light was on. Good morning. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. A beautiful day in the neighborhood. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? We're gonna have some coffee in the neighborhood. Have some coffee in the neighborhood. I'll probably spill mine. I'll probably spill mine. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the final days of August. Yeah, it's August 29th. Well, fall happened yesterday.
Yeah.
So, if you're here in the Northeast Kingdom, you already know, but if you're one of my friends watching in the warmer climate states or anywhere south of Vermont, really, we went from 90 degrees one day to 55 degrees or something yesterday. And it's 59 degrees right now. And maybe it's not raining anymore.
No, but it was.
It was raining when we got up this morning.
Yeah.
So,
I'm hoping summer comes back.
yes. I think it will. I think that was just a break. It was chilly yesterday. It's chilly today. I know the football preseason is going on, but it feels like the regular season.
Yeah.
So let's just stop the preseason for a little bit. All right. I need coffee. How was it? Did you spill it when you poured yours? Danielle pours hers in the kitchen because she's smart. She doesn't do it on the show like I do.
Just a tiny. It wasn't.
Just a tiny bit.
Much at all, actually,
All right.
compared to what it can be.
Let's stretch. All right.
We'll eventually find a coffee maker that we like.
Yeah. I'm gonna send. Well, the coffee maker's great, and I'm gonna send into. Is it Krups? Is that how you say it?
Yeah.
Creeps.
No, groups.
I'm a creep. I'm a weirdo.
I pour my coffee in front of my TV. I mean, computer.
All right, that wasn't too bad.
No. It's being nicer to us today, I think.
Well, colossally.
Pretty epic.
All right, let's see who's joining us for coffee so far this morning. Good morning, David, Lindy, and Dad. Good morning, Susan. Good morning. All right, the gang is filing in on all the platforms. We got Facebook, we got YouTube, we got Twitter, we got Twitch. We're everywhere, except for national broadcast. We haven't been picked up by them yet. Anyway, let's get this show started here on this dreary, cloudy Vermont morning. And if you're in Florida or if you're in Colorado or Arizona or wherever you're watching and you have better weather than us, don't rub it in. Good morning, Marie. Caden, good morning. Good morning, everybody. All right, let's get the show on the road. Jazz hands. Grab yourself a cup of coffee. I will be your Todd, because Coffee with Todd starts right now. All right. It's Sunday morning. Good morning, Mark Heyman. So nice to see you yesterday. What a great day that was. We'll talk about that in a little bit. Michelle, yes. Michelle Robert would like to give a shout out to her niece today. If she is watching, it's her 8th birthday. Miss Jordan, happy birthday. Wow. 8 years old. Moving slow this morning. We we're at Brewfest yesterday, up at the barn on top of the world, and I think it's Derby technically. I believe it's either Newport or Derby, and we had a wonderful time up there. We'll tell you about that a little bit later. I'm gonna sing a song to get started. John, good morning over in the UK. I guess it's not morning for you, so it's afternoon coffee with Todd for John. It's in Derby? Okay. So it's technically Derby. Oh, it's beautiful up there. It was beautifully cold up there as well. But we had a good time, and we'll tell you all about it. I got my purple capo on, my purple glasses, though the light kind of flashes them out a little bit. My dad said that to me yesterday. It's like, oh, you got a purple shirt on and purple glasses, and I said, oh, and I had a purple capo too. The purple capo clashes with this guitar a little bit, though. But, you know. I've been playing this guitar lately because it's not quite as woofy of a guitar. It's not as woofy. And we've got some outdoor shows coming up, and outside, this guitar doesn't. The black guitar gets kind of hot. Yeah. Too hot!
Oh, is that what it does? Is that singing that song?
Yeah, it does. Is that Bruno Mars? Oh, I should have tuned first. It probably wasn't. I just probably hadn't had any coffee yet. Good morning, Al. Thank you for joining me all. Coffee with Todd on August 29th. Let's get this show on the road. Lord, I'm going uptown to the Harlem River to drown. Dirty water's gonna cover me over, and I'm not gonna make a sound. Well, I'm on the road, mama, I gotta go. I gotta get there while I still can. Troubled days are behind me now, and I know they're gonna let me in. If you see me walking up the FDR just singing and clapping my hands, tell my mother I loved her, tell my father I tried, give my money to my baby to spend. 'Cause Lord, I'm going uptown to the Harlem River to drown. Dirty water's gonna cover me over, and I'm not gonna make a sound. Good times come and they go. Yes, even a good man will break. He'll let his troubles bury him whole, even though he knows what's at stake. So I'm taking no chances, carrying over while I'm still good in his grace. And I'm no fool, mama, I know the difference between tempting and choosing my fate. Lord, I'm going uptown to the Harlem River to drown. Dirty water's gonna cover me over, and I'm not gonna make a sound. Lord, never to drown. Dirty water's gonna cover me over, and I'm not gonna make a sound. Yeah. Thank you. Love that song. Good morning, Al. Did I say good morning to Al?
I don't know.
I think I did. Anyway, good morning, y'all. Harlem River Blues. Song by Justin Townes Earl. It's been a year since Justin passed away. I think it was last week. It's like August 20th or something. Yeah. We did that last night. That's such a fun song. Yeah. I last night I learned that I know that song without any of the lyrics in front of me.
Yay.
Hey.
That's a plus.
Yeah. Oh, thanks, Mark. Trisha, good morning, cousin. Hey, down in Burlington. Trisha, we're going to be, you're probably working because it's a Wednesday, but we're going to be at the Champlain Valley Fair this Wednesday, the Todd Pronto Trio. So I'll, I got the times and stuff. We'll talk about that a little bit later on. Let's do some songs. What other song would you like to hear, lady? Let's do Crutch. Let's do Crutch. Yeah, we can do Crutch. I want to do the Crutch. I think we
Did you guys play that last night? I didn't.
yeah, we did.
See, I was.
Where were you at? I don't know if you could hear her, but she asked if we played Crutch last night. I said, yeah.
Ain't so hard.
Ain't so hard. Yeah, it was the first song.
Whoops. I see how people talking about it. I was all in, I guess. I don't know.
We like always open with that song. That's like that's the opener a lot of times, not always.
I definitely remember Lust Belongs to the Devil because that one really was great.
Yeah, we cranked into that.
Yeah, you did.
We're talking about the Brewfest. I'm gonna talk about the Brewfest in a second, but let's sing one more song. Yes, which we did play last night. Yeah. I need a pick. Donations. Backwards, but I know you're coming back again. 'Cause isolation, man, it creeps right under your skin. Well, all these times you say you won't give in. Well, you walk backwards, then you come full circle again. Crazy, but this time I ain't scared. Well, it's been 5 years, I've never really been prepared. Battlefield will only give you scars. Yeah. Come back again, 'cause this time I got a plan. Your heart burn. Well, I think that you stop trying. I'd like to make you learn that there ain't no reason to be hiding beneath those tears. Oh, that your disguise is providing. Is that crutch? Well, I think you cried too much. It's always the same. You're just telling me that I don't love you. That's not very nice. I'd like to make you learn that there ain't no reason to be hiding beneath those tears. Oh, that your disguise is providing. Lose that crush. I think you cry too much. Like to make your heart burn. Oh, well, I think that you stop trying. I'd like to make you learn that there ain't no reason to be hiding beneath those tears that your disguise is providing. Lose that crush. I think you cried too much. Lose that crush. I think you cried too much. Thank you. Aw, thanks, Linda. My pleasure. David, I laughed during the song. So, David, who watches the show every week, really, really wants travel mugs. And he knows that I'm not going to spring the money to get travel mugs anytime soon. So now he's going after my buddy Mark Heyman, telling Mark Heyman that he should get travel mugs.
Is that what that was?
David, what if I told you that any mug you can just take with you? You can literally travel with this mug if you wanted to. You don't need a sippy cup.
Those might be cheaper.
Gosh. That's so funny. I'm looking at a new company for merchandise. And there might be travel mugs involved. And tote bags. And all sorts of the stuff. So stay tuned. Stay tuned. Let's do one more song and then we'll talk about some shows that are coming up. I'll show you a picture from last night at the Brewfest. No. Wait. No, not yet. Let's do... Oh, God. Let's do... I was already down-tuned, and I should have done it then. I just tuned back up from Drop D, where I was going to do my next one. Well, let's do this one. Let's play... All right, let's play some harmonica. Let's do it. Oh, nuts. Where's my...
What are you gonna play?
Well, my harmonica's over there.
Where?
They're in my case.
What case? Which case?
The one on the top. Let's play air harmonica.
That's a new one.
Can you give me the...
I took it out of your guitar case.
No, I'll use that one later. Is there another one in there? There should be another one. Thank you.
More.
I meant to get that out earlier. All right. About the time that Daddy left to fight the big war, I saw my first pistol in the general store. The general store. When I was 13, I thought it was the finest thing I ever had seen. I asked if I could have one when I grew up. Well, Mama dropped a dozen eggs. She really blew up. She really blew up. I couldn't understand. Mama says the pistol is the devil's right hand. The devil's right hand. Devil's right hand. Mama says the pistol is the devil's right hand. My very first pistol was a cannonball Colt. Shoot as fast as lightning, but it loads a mighty slow. It loads a mighty slow. Soon I found out it get you into trouble, but it can't get you out. So then I went and bought myself a Colt 45. It's called a Peacemaker, but I never knew why. Never knew why. I couldn't understand. Mama says the pistol, the devil's right hand. The devil's right hand. The devil's right hand. Mama says the pistol is the devil's right hand. I got into a card game in a company town. Caught a minor cheating. I shot the dog down. I shot the dog down. Watched the dog fall and never touched a holster. Never even had to draw. The trial was in the morning and they drug me out of bed. They asked me how I pleaded. Well, not guilty, I said. Not guilty, I said. You got the wrong man. Nothing touched the trigger but the devil's right hand. The devil's right hand. Devil's right hand. Nothing touched the trigger but the devil's right hand. The devil's right hand. Devil's right hand. Mama says the pistol. The devil's right hand. Well, the devil's right hand, devil's right hand. Mama says the pistol, the devil's right hand, devil's right hand, devil's right hand. Nothing touched the trigger, oh, but the devil's right hand. Aha. Thank you. Thank you for getting my harmonica for me. Oh, that's a Steve Earle song. So we've covered all the Earls this morning.
Oh, good.
Marie. Marie, Marie, Marie. Good morning. Clap, clap, clap. It's so funny to read clap, clap, clap. It's good to read it. So, We played at the Brewfest yesterday up at the barn on top of the world. Our buddy Mark Heyman was there as well, playing all sorts of different sets and emceeing and toweling me off. Yeah, that was so funny. I have this thing, man. Like, it was cold there, because it's cold right now. But I have this thing, like, my whole life. Whenever I start playing guitar, I don't know if it's adrenaline or what it is, but just start sweating, And Mark had a towel, and he came up after the first couple of songs and just started dabbing my forehead with the towel. And then he did it every 3 or 4 songs. It was hilarious. And one of them, I don't know if you saw, but I was just like, ah.
I saw the first one.
Yeah, he did it 3 or 4 times, or 2 or 3. It was funny. I got to feel like Elvis for a second.
So, I'm going to have to stand up on stage now with you. I'm supposed to take pictures. How am I going to do that right beforehand?
Oh, that's right.
Selfie stick?
Selfie stick
I'm just kidding.
with the towel
Yeah, right?
from off the stage.
We might be on to something here.
Talk about the Todd Pronto Quartet. That's right. We called it the trio became the quartet because Mark came. Oh. Well, so we have some video of it, but so the Brewfest, there's a place called the Barn on top of the world.
This is awesome.
And for those of you that haven't been there, it's literally like, it's probably not the highest point in this area, but it's one of them. And it's almost a 360 panoramic view. There's just one little slice in the back corner where there's trees, but you can see from up there Canada. You can see all 3 islands of Memphremagog. You can see the whole lake. If you keep turning, you can see Willoughby Gap. You can see Seymour Lake. It's just fantastic. And when it's 80 degrees down in Regularville, it's probably 70 up there with a nice breeze because it's high up. But it was 57 degrees or something like that when we started Brewfest, and there was a stage set up outside, and then all the raffles and the events and all that kind of stuff was supposed to be inside, but it all kind of moved inside the barn, but they had the garage doors open, so it created this nice breeze, which is good. So it was effectively kind of still outside, but it was chilly in there, and it was also, because of that, it was loud. So we do have video, but it's just, there's a lot of background noise. So I'll just show you a picture from the event that Danielle took. So here we are, the Todd Pronto trio at the Brewfest at the Barn on top of the world. And unfortunately, you can't see the view or anything from this picture, but we were in, this is an action shot from the Todd Pronto trio. We must have been ending a song. If I look at the chord that I'm playing, oh, could be Lust Belongs to the Devil. I don't know. I use that chord in a lot of songs. Who knows? There he is. Yeah, there we are. The Todd Pronto trio at the Brewfest. So I don't know how much money was raised yet, but I think pretty well. Oh, hey. What? Where? Our friend said I couldn't be there. Yeah, she was gonna come up and do a show at Parker Pie with us. It didn't pan out, but we'll get you back. You're in Mexico right now, I believe. Oaks, Mexico. Okay. How do you say? Can you spell that out phonetically for me? Oaxaca? Is that correct? Mexico. I bet it's a lot warmer down there. Oh, I was way off. Oaxaca.
Oaxaca?
Wow, was I wrong?
It's one of those
Oaxaca.
where it's not
Oaxaca.
what it looks like.
Well,
Doesn't sound what it
yeah,
looks like.
it's spelled with an O, but it's pronounced
Wow.
Oaxaca. It's beautiful. I've seen some of the videos that you've done from the beach and the mountains down there. It looks absolutely gorgeous. So we'll have to, in the 80s and humid. Well, we got the opposite of that.
Yeah.
Actually, it's still humid.
Yeah, it is.
We're gonna be this week at the Champlain Valley Fair, Champlain Valley Exposition. I get so confused with their marketing because they call it the Champlain Valley Exposition, all the time, and then their logo says Champlain Valley Fair. It's like they wanted to call it the Exposition, but they just gave up because everybody calls it the fair. You know how like the Orleans County Fair, everybody just calls the Barton Fair?
Yep.
Yeah.
True. Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Anyway, this Wednesday, Todd Pronto Trio is going to be there on the floor-covering international stage. Doesn't that just ring off your tongue?
Yes. There's not even you can't even there's no acronym. You can't even shorten it down.
FCIS. We're going to be on the FCIS stage. That just sounds like a human services corporate
Or
company.
you're going to be on NCIS.
NCIS. I'm going to be on the floor covering international stage, and I expect there to be carpet on it. Right? There better be some nice carpet or some nice laminate down on that stage. It looks like a hardwood floor.
Maybe they upgraded the stage.
Maybe they upgraded it. Yeah, that stage can get a little. It can get a little not rickety, just kind of maybe a little rickety. We'll break it in.
Cool stage,
it's a very cool stage. It was 99. Donna, you were in Nashville? Oh, well, yeah, right. You live in Tennessee. 99. Holy mackerel. Speaking of Nashville. No, I won't tell this story. Remind me to tell you a story that Todd Wright told me yesterday. Okay. I won't tell it on the show. Okay. Sorry, I don't mean to do that.
You just had
Well, they had a private engagement up there, and somebody was there that is of interest to me, and it probably won't be interest to. It wasn't a famous country singer or anything.
So that's fine.
Yeah, I'm not really withholding information from you. I promise. Yes. So we're gonna be at the Champlain Valley Fair.
Oh, so now it's switched again?
Yeah, that's what their logo says.
Champlain Valley Fair.
And the exposition.
On the international floor.
On the floor covering international stage. It sounds like a NASCAR race. Ladies and gentlemen, the floor covering international stage 500. We've got Megan Lynch and Todd Pronto going head to head. Megan Lynch will be starting at the acoustic Zebo, and Todd Pronto will be starting from the floor covering international stage. Who will come in first? And then September 9th, we're going to be at the Orleans County Fair, also known as the Barton Fair. See, this one did it too. At Orleans County Fair, but then Google does their own little thing where they say, oh, you're in the New York time zone, so it says America/New York, and then Google Maps says Barton Fair. Even though I write Orleans County Fair. And yes, I have 616 followers on Bands in Town. How cool is that? So there are the shows. I'm looking forward to it. All right, what am I doing now? We got home late last night. It's just one of them things. Let's play a song. Let's play a song. Ow! It just hit my nose. I just hit my nose. little out of tune. I think these strings got a little worked in last night.
Yeah.
Come on. Oh yeah, we were tearing it up last night at the Brewfest. I guess they're gonna have a total next week sometime of how much was raised, but a lot of people came out, like, despite the weather and despite all the other stuff going on that day. Here in Vermont, like, we know that summer's running out, so we just cram a bunch of stuff all together. So on the Newport, what's the name of the boat? The Northern Star. They had a murder mystery cruise yesterday.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
Cool. I only do the other.
And then in Coventry, at Coventry Day, and they had, like, literally the two most popular bands in the area, ETA and Raison Radio, both playing. And then we were up at the barn on top of the world. There was a lot of stuff going on yesterday. And in true Vermont fashion, good morning, Michelle. We just said, oh, the weather stinks today, and we're just gonna pretend that it doesn't. Well, I'm singing this song, so it's time it was sung. I've been putting it off for a while, but it's harder by now, because the truth is so clear that I cry when I'm seeing you smile. So goodbye, so long, the road calls me dear, and your tears cannot bind me anymore. And farewell to the girl with the sun in her eyes, and I kiss you and then I'll be gone. Well, every time that I try to tell you that we've lost the magic we had at the start, I would weep in my heart when I look in your eyes, and I search once again for the spark. So goodbye, so long, the road calls me dear, and your tears cannot bind me anymore. And farewell to the girl with the sun in her eyes, and I kiss you and then I'll be gone. Well, I can see by your eyes it's time now to go, so I'll leave you to cry in the rain. Though I held in my hand the key to all joy, but honey, my heart was not born to be tamed. So goodbye, so long, the road calls me dear, and your tears cannot bind me anymore. And farewell to the girl with the sun in her eyes, and I kiss you and then I'll be gone. And I kiss you and then I'll be gone. Then I kiss you and then I'll be gone. I kiss you and then I'll be gone. I love that song. It's Tom Waits off of what album is that on? Old Shoes? That's the name of the song. I don't know. It's a Tom Waits song. It's a Tom Waits song from before Tom Waits started to sound like Oscar the Grouch. Tom Waits has, like, the greatest career, because, like, he has young Tom Waits, where that song, that was from, like, his first album, where he you can tell that the gruff is getting into his voice a little bit, and then he starts getting a little bit gruffier, like by the time he does the Hardest Saturday Night, and then he's getting into, he goes through like Small Change and Nighthawks at the Diner, where he's starting to get even raspier. Then he starts doing like Frank's Wilder Years, and then he's really starting to get pretty gruff. And then by the time he does Mule Variations in like the early 2000s or late 90s or whatever, he's just full on, you gotta hold on.
Should it go into like...
Baby, gotta hold on to the mind.
Do you think you should get into metal?
Oh my God, Tom Waits singing for like a death metal band would be fantastic. Yeah, Jessica, good morning. Yeah, Tom Waits, man. I love Tom Waits. Lindy introduced me to Tom Waits. She gave me the Nighthawks at the Diner album. This isn't the right harmonica. She gave me the Nighthawks at the Diner album, which got me started on Tom Waits. And man, I've got every album of his. I read his book. I have his book. I should read that again. Yeah, it's in our library. Yeah, it's a biography that he wrote. I should read it again now that I'm sober. I'll probably retain a little bit more of it. What's that? Yeah, it's good. I'd like to read it again. It might be called. Oh, yeah.
That's why I'm curious about his book.
It's in there somewhere. We'll have to go look for it. Well, I wrote this song to ease my troubled mind. Well, ain't that what good folk singers do? Well, I don't expect you to hang on every word. I just hope that you will give a listen through. Well, folks look defeated as they slowly cross the street. They're heading to the office from their cars. You can see it in their posture and the bags below their eyes, longing to be anywhere but where they are. And the winds of change are blowing around. That old wind blew right through town. Yeah, the winds of change are blowing around. That old wind blew the shingles right off of my house. Well, every night about midnight I fix myself a snack, but there ain't many victuals lying round. Old Mother Hubbard, I got nothing in my cupboard but this dented can of tuna that I found. And the winds of change are blowing around. That old wind blew right through town. Yeah, the winds of change are blowing around. That old wind blew the shingles right off of my house. I quit the bottle about 7 years ago. I left behind headaches and regret. Now I'm still living dangerously with caffeine, sex, and cigarettes. And the winds of change are blowing around. That old wind blew right through town. Yeah, the winds of change are blowing around. That old wind blew the shingles right off my house. So will a circle being broken by and by, Lord, by and by. There's a better home awaiting in the sky, Lord, in the sky. Thank you. Yeah, Lindy, you gave me Tom Waits' Nighthawks at the Diner. You gave me Richard Thompson's Rumor and Sigh. And you gave me John Hyatt's Little Head, I think the name of the album is.
Yes.
Show up Pinocchio.
Yes. You've played it for me. Now that I remember, yes, you did.
We saw Richard Thompson.
Yeah. Oh.
How did I not talk about this?
Yeah. I was just thinking.
Yeah. Tuesday, and I didn't realize this when we got tickets or really even until we were there, I don't think. Higher Ground had been closed, since the pandemic started, and they were doing just outdoor shows and stuff. And we went to the first show back at Higher Ground in 500 and what did they told us? 536 days or something. And it was Richard Thompson, solo acoustic. And for those of you that don't know Richard Thompson, just look up Richard Thompson, Vincent 1952. That's probably the song to look up. I would play it for you, but I can't. I have no idea how to play any of his songs. That dude is a beast on guitar.
Yeah, he was amazing.
And he's still got that low voice. He's like 72 now, but he's got this. He's from London, or he's from England. London. He said he was from outside of London, right? Because he talked that song about walking the long miles home, where he going to London and see like the Who and then and then he'd like miss the bus or the train and he'd have to walk 10 miles back home. Yeah, it's a good song. I should learn that one. That's a good song. That was one of my favorite songs. So, is that a fruit fly? So we went to see Richard Thompson at Higher Ground anyway, and it was unbelievable.
I would see him again in a heartbeat.
And he did a couple songs from Rumor and Sigh. That Vincent 1952 song is on there. And keep your distance, keep your distance. What could I do but fall?
What did he say about that song, or what he would have, if he would have known?
Yeah, the song was pre-written for the pandemic.
Pre-written for the pandemic, he would have made, that was funny.
No, let's do a couple more songs and then call it a day. I'm tired. I need breakfast. Cranky if I haven't had my breakfast.
It's not even just your coffee.
It's not even just my coffee. What should I do? What should I do, producer lady? You don't know. Yeah, Rumor and Sigh is my favorite Richard Thompson album too, Lindy. I've listened to all of his stuff, but I always go back to that album.
You did, yeah, you played that night.
We played it on the way home.
On the way home.
Yeah. So good. Do y'all know Small Dog Electronics moved? Jerks. We went to the University Mall, and Danielle went into Victoria's Secret. Why can't I tell him that? She was buying me presents. No, we just went in there, and then we walked around the mall, and then it was like, I don't know, 5:15. And I said, oh, I went on the Google, and it said Small Dog Electronics, Dorset Street. Is that the University Mall?
Right across the street.
Closes at 6. I'm like, let's get there, because I want to get a new iPad. Let's get there. So we hurried out of the mall, which was 40 degrees below zero, into the 90-degree weather. And we drove to Small Dog Electronics, and it's a T-Mobile store now. And Small Dog is down on the new North End in Burlington, I guess, which is a beautiful location, and that's cool. But I could have used some notice. It's probably been there for a year. We haven't been to Burlington in forever.
Right. Yeah, a lot of stuff that was moved out of there. So that whole spot was empty compared to what it used to be.
Yeah, what else was in there? There was a restaurant that we ate at one time.
The restaurant was so good, and I don't remember the name of it. We ate there that one time.
Yeah, I had like my iMac being worked on or something like that, and we ate there. It was an Italian restaurant.
Yeah, it was so good. Cause then I remember we sat by the window, and I feel like I want to say I had like some lemon shrimp pasta thing or something. It was so good. Remember?
Yeah. I'm not going to do Micah's part. If you've seen the Todd Pronto Trio live, you know what I mean. But I'm going to leave that up to Micah. I got a bird, want to whistle. Well, baby, got a bird. Your honey got a bird to sing. Baby got a bird, honey got a bird to sing. Without you, Karina, sure don't mean an extra thing. Well, I learned to love you, baby, before I call, honey, before I call your name. Baby, before I call, honey, before I call your name. I wouldn't trade your love for money. Baby, you're my warm hearts. Baby, you're my warm heart's flame. Well, have mercy. Oh, baby, you're my hard luck. Mama, you're my hard luck. So, baby, you're my hard luck. Honey, you're my hard luck soul. I got a rainbow around my shoulder, shine like silver, baby, kinda look like gold. A Karina, a Karina, a Karina, a Karina. Yeah, to get the full experience of that song, you need to. We won't tell what it is, but my live stream didn't freeze for a second. David, your internet did. And that's probably true. You know, I get 9 times out of 10 people were like, "Oh, I was watching your show, but it just stopped." It didn't. Your internet did, because the internet sucks in Vermont. Yeah. The mall actually was pretty full. He asked if it's changed a lot. Yeah, the university one. I guess the one on Church Street's like one shop now in the downstairs. Yeah, I think they all moved. To that mall. I think they all moved to the University Mall. It's full. I don't think there was an empty storefront in there. No. The food court was kind of stupid.
Remember we were talking about. We remember it from when we were younger that it
used
to have both sides used to be full of all different types of food vendors, and now there's only one small section.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what's up with that. It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad.
No.
Oh, somebody was writing earlier the comment, and I didn't address it. So, my buddy Micah Carbonell, this guy. Let me show you him. This guy right here, the guy that's playing the drums right there, Micah. We were talking after, so he posted on Facebook. We were talking about how Charlie Watts, how it's too bad that Charlie Watts passed away from the Rolling Stones. And it was funny because like the day before we had a trio rehearsal that Monday night, and I remember John and I, the bass player that you see in this picture, Grizzly Adams there, he
Was
ZZ Top, yeah. We were saying, man, Charlie Watts is just the best drummer, and he's like 80 years old, and he's still cranking, and then he died the next day. But anyway, so Micah put on his Facebook page this morning, I saw it, he wrote, you heard it here first, Dave Grohl playing drums for the Rolling Stones. And I think a lot of people have taken that not as a prediction, as of like,
really is going to, or?
like fact. I think that's what, so somebody wrote earlier, I read it in the comments, but they've passed by. It's not true yet. That's Micah's prediction.
Yeah.
He said as we were walking out of that, we checked out the church up at the bar on Top Laurel after where we were talking about it, and Micah says $10 Dave Grohl drums for the Rolling Stones. It would be amazing.
I would love to see that. Oh,
that'd be
great.
I don't know if I'm not the biggest Rolling Stones fan, but I would go see them. I would go see them if Dave Grohl was playing drums for them. It's not that I don't like the Rolling Stones. It's just I like the earlier stuff. You know, I like them before they sold out.
They did some of their early stuff a little bit when I was.
Yeah, I just like She Comes in Colors Everywhere. I like that stuff more than Give Me Shelter and
Sure, I get that. They did both.
Start Me Up, and I just
I know there's
I just don't like that stuff.
No.
But I like Time Is on My Side. All right, I'm going to play one more song, and then we're going to go make breakfast. Good morning, Paul. Saw them in 1998. The Rolling Stones? When did you saw them?
I saw them on 2013. It's funny
Yeah.
because I was trying to remember I got a shirt from it.
Yeah.
I was looking at it and I saw them in Montreal when it was the 50th and counting. And
They've been on the road for 50 years.
And it was June
Yeehaw.
9th, 2013. Yeah.
Wow.
That's cool.
You see them at the Bell Center?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, you saw them with the original lineup. They lost some members early in the day, but man, oh man. Phil Collins would be a great drummer for the Stones. Yeah. I think David Grohl would be better though, because I think the magic of the Stones is just how Charlie Watts just kept it. He didn't do anything fancy. He was like Ringo in that sense. Just played the drums where it was needed and not where it was not needed, which is a good lesson for any musician. You don't always need to be filling the space. You can let it breathe a little bit. That's my tip. Todd's folk tips. Works in rock music as well. Thank you so much for joining me this morning on Coffee with Todd. I thought I was going to do a shorter show, but we always go about an hour. Once the weather starts to get a little colder, we're going to start bringing guests back. Though I might have a guest next week because we might have a special pop-up show coming up pretty soon. But I'm not going to give it away until all the details are hammered out. But let's just say a former guest from Coffee with Todd may be coming to Newport, Vermont. Whoa. I appreciate all the support. If you would like to leave a tip in here, it's like busking. Helps me pay for the associated costs, the streaming fees and the internet fees and all that stuff. I appreciate it so much. Or, of course, you can buy a coffee mug, and it accomplishes the same thing. I can't drink coffee with a harmonica holder on. I almost did it, but then I for sure would have spilled. Well, $200 was all I paid. It was avocado and Bondo Gray. Jazz. But she was a pistol when you put it in gear. Just look at the fretboard sometimes when you play. It was built like a tank and had power steering. Well, I-91, the southbound lane, I hit 120 and she started to shake. Well, I never had such a rush. I left a black Mercedes just eating dust. It was a 74 Dodge Dart, and she handled like a shopping cart with a 8-track player and a used parts. 74 Dodge Dart, slant 6 engine, man, she really tore. Had a big old hole on the passenger floor where you could sit and watch the asphalt fly. Pedal to the metal, baby, hold on tight. It was a 74 Dodge Dart, and she handled like a shopping cart with 8-track player and a used part. 74 Dodge Dart. Track player and a used parts. 74 Dodge Dart. First taste of freedom, a work of art. 74 Dodge Dart. Oh, thanks, John. We had fun today. It was a fun show. Well, we always have fun here on Coffee with Todd. That is for sure. For certain. We're not quite back to the time of year where we need humidifiers for our guitar. But John, we're gonna start getting some guests back on here and getting out some more of those Prolix humidifiers pretty soon. Thank you. So, hi, Mark Sokolis. We'll see you tomorrow morning, buddy. Mark's going to work for me on Monday. Mark works at Walmart.
Oh, I gotta get him some seashells.
Oh, that's right. Danielle's going to get you some seashells, and I'm going to bring them to work tomorrow. I will remind you. And if you want some sand, buddy, it's backseat of the car.
Yeah, I know.
You know, like we went to the beach in Maine a couple weeks ago, and every once in a while, I'll grab something from the backseat of my car, and I won't put it anywhere near my mouth. Like, I'm not a toddler, so I don't just grab stuff and stick it in my mouth. But then there'll just be sand in my mouth somehow. Like, what? We got a new one for me, John. Oh, I'm excited. All right, I'm going to send you an email. A new humidifier, or is it that secret project? I'm excited. All right, that is it for the show. Thank you, everybody that's watched. Thank you so much for the tips coming into the tip jar. It means a lot to me to see your support, not just by watching the show. I said that backwards. Not just by donating, but also by watching the show. I said that backwards. Not just by watching the show, but also donating. Hey, why not? If you are in the Burlington area, Burlington, Vermont area, or Essex, specifically, this Wednesday, the Todd Pronto Trio is going to be on the Home Depot Kohl's Market True Value DuPont Stain International Stage. We're going to be on the floor covering international stage at the Champlain Valley Fair Wednesday, September 1st. What times? What time? Hold on. Let me go to my website and let y'all know what time. I think the first show is noon. Right? I'm looking real quick. Shows. Todd Pronto shows. Dun 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 dun. Why isn't this loading? What's wrong with my website? It doesn't need to play a video. Good gravy. Man. All right. Todd Pronto Trio at the Champlain Valley Fair. It kept trying to play a video on my website. All right. Hold on. I'll tell you what time.
Hands it down.
Yeah.
That's what that looked like.
What time? Where are the details? This is stupid. I think we start at noon. About this show. Okay. Here's the info. Todd Pronto Trio at the Champlain Valley Exposition. September 1st.
Oh, it just did that to me too.
Formerly known as the Coffee Cup Stage, but now it's the... I don't have any more jokes about the name of it. International Floor Covering Stage. It's you can't miss it. It's right on the green in the middle, right at the end of all the rides, in front of a bunch of the food vendors. 12 noon, 2:30 p.m. and 5:30 p.m. We have 3 45-minute sets. And then if you do not live in that area, but you live closer to the Northeast Kingdom, on September 9th, Trio will be at the Orleans County Fair from 6 to 8 p.m. on the main stage there. They're putting us on the main stage. So, yeah. Hey, have a wonderful Sunday, everybody. And we'll see you next week. It's not my internet that sucks, Dave. It's your internet. Mine has not dropped at all. I can't be blamed for people's poor connections. The whole reason I live where I live is because of the internet. So, like when I bought this house, I specifically made sure that I could get really good internet here. So just because you live in Derby Line, it ain't my fault. You're lucky you have cell service out there. Okay. Is that it? Is that the show? Top Secret is coming in 2022. This is John from Prolix. Ooh. John, send me an email. I want to know. Or is it top secret and you can't tell me? Can I get a confidential email? Please? I think I might know what it is, but I'm excited to find out. All right. This show's been going on for too long. We do need to go get breakfast. All right, folks. Thank you for tuning in. I love you all. We will see you, oh my God, in September. The next show's going to be in September, isn't it?
Yep.
It's not going to be Labor Day weekend, though, is it?
Well, I'll be part of that.
No.
The 1st is Wednesday, and then the 6th
It's Labor Day.
Labor Day, which is a Monday.
Oh my God, we're going to see you on Labor Day weekend.
Yep.
What's the 7th? Rosh Hashanah. All right, well, we'll see you all next week for Labor Day. Labor Day weekend's next weekend.
Yep.
Oh, well. All right, y'all. Thank you so much. I love you all. Be safe. Be well. Thank you for tuning in. And if you're at the Brewfest last night, it was great to see you. It was super fun. And we'll keep doing it. We'll keep doing it. All right. Cheers, all. Pronto out. I always wanted to say that. Yeah.